So basically, this is gonna be a video about Keir Starmer, and I want to make this video about him because about what he's done to the country itself, So these are gonna be my words, as I want to share my words, on this platform on YouTube, just to share what I'm gonna be saying. Okay, I voted for Labour since 2024. Over a year ago, I voted for Labour because I wanted the Labour Party to fix the problems that Rishi Sunak left behind. I never knew who Keir Starmer was. I never knew who he was, really, to be honest. And I never knew about what, in the end, what my vote would lead to the damage that has already happened over a year. Ever since Keir Starmer joined office, there was things that just blew my mind in the worst way possible. People were getting arrested because of the comments that they posted. Illegal immigrants were coming to the UK itself, and over a year I noticed that they're getting free houses, they're getting a free hotel. They don't put the effort, they don't put the work into the place that they should be working for, but instead they come to the country illegally on boats, and they basically cause enough damage. So it's like this. Ever since Keir Starmer actually joined office, people who voted for Labour, they noticed that one person killed 3 girls, and this person killed 3 girls who was under 10 years old. And whenever Keir Starmer came over and he stood there for less than 10 seconds and left, that's just a huge level of disrespect, by the way. You can't just stay there and just leave. You have to fully understand that as a prime minister, your responsibility is to be there for the people. He hasn't. The reason why people hate him is because he hasn't been able to be there for the people. And for over a year, he implemented very poor decisions like the Online Safety Act and the Digital ID, which makes no difference given the fact of what these actions are. And the thing what he's done on YouTube is that he's actually make things a lot harder for people out there. He's doing things that are really unfair to every single person out there who's actually just trying to live in the country, but instead of people living, they're fearing for their own safety right now. And it's the kind of thing I just don't like. When you have a prime minister that isn't there for the people, that's Keir Starmer. He hasn't been there for the people. He hasn't been there for those that needed him. But instead, he hasn't put the people first, and he puts his own decisions and actions in ways that are very unfair to people out there. So it's one of those things that I just do not understand. Why would this man in the first place, the person I voted for, would cause as much damage? I wanted things to go normal. I wanted things to be fixed because of what Rishi Sunak left behind, but instead Keir Starmer get involved, and he abandoned his own people. He arrested his own people who posted Facebook comments about what's not okay. Police came onto his house, to people's houses, after Facebook comments. The UK flag has been taken down because of what Keir Starmer sees the UK flag as. Let me explain something to you, all right? I lived in this country for nearly 30 years of my life. Nearly 30 years of my life. Never have I ever in my entire life seen this flag here as racist and offensive. How is this flag racist? It's a United Kingdom flag. Look at this flag here. What is so racist about this? Nothing. We had this flag on our car when I was young. We had this, not this flag, I got this from AliExpress. But what is so offensive about this flag? There's nothing offensive about it. Because a long time ago, Winston Churchill fought against the Nazis. Winston Churchill fought against the Nazis. You didn't have to agree with everything he's done, but he saved the United Kingdom, for crying out loud. He basically made the United Kingdom better. That's one of the things itself, you know. And this flag, how is this flag offensive? It doesn't even make any sense. So it's really odd that Keir Starmer sees this flag, the UK flag, as wrong. But he views allowing illegal immigrants come to the UK, take everything they can, and cause damage to the UK economy. That's okay for him. But this flag that exists in this country for a long, long time, that's wrong. So he has caused enough damage, by the way, you know. There's nothing wrong with the UK flag. The UK flag have been flown from my neighborhood recently because of what Keir Starmer has done. He views the UK flag as racist, as names that makes no sense, you know, the stupid names to the UK flag. And it's so odd, like others out there are targeting those who wear the UK flag, and it's sad, you know. So what Keir Starmer has done is just unbelievable. He allowed illegal immigrants into the country. He arrested his own people, gave them punishments that is like too harsh on the everyday British citizen who has respected this country. People suffer because of him. Not just me saying it, you know. There are so many people out there who don't even like him. My mother doesn't like him. Others out there don't even like him, you know. And he's one of the people out there that has failed the country. Like, I'm not kidding. He failed the country. He failed the United Kingdom. He banned the UK flags, banned pubs. Like, he's trying to destroy pubs out there, you know. For what? It doesn't make any sense, you know. It doesn't even make any sense that he would do this, by the way. So, it's insane. Like, he's doing that to his own people and doing that to others out there as well. But it's just sad. Like, he's doing that to his own people. It's really sad. As a prime minister, your objective is to be there for your own people. Unfortunately, he hasn't. He hasn't been there for the people. Others out there saying that Winston Churchill is the best prime minister of all time. For Keir Starmer, for others out there who basically hasn't done a good job being there for the people, I don't understand what the hell's going on right now, but still, what he's done is wrong. What he's done has abandoned people who needed him and has destroyed many lives. Many girls out there are ruined because of his own actions that allowed illegal immigrants to the country, okay? Many people are ruined. Many people out there who trusted him, their lives are ruined because of him, all right? Not just me saying it, by the way. He needs to leave the office. Not just me saying it. He needs to leave the office. Keir Starmer needs to leave the office. Many people out there are saying that he needs to leave the office. That's what he needs to do. He needs to go. Keir Starmer needs to go. And so do the illegal immigrants who come to the country illegally and cause so much harm to the everyday British citizen. All right? I want the UK to go back to normal. I want problems to be fixed in this country. Thanks to these politicians and these prime ministers out there. And it's one of those things where I'm just going to be saying this, by the way. Calling me far right will not solve any of the problems in your life, all right? All I'm saying is my opinion and words, and that's it. There's nothing good about allowing illegal immigrants who come to the country illegally and cause damage. There's nothing good about that. And there's nothing good about banning the UK flag when the UK flag that existed after a very, very long time, the English flag that exists in this country for a long, long time, it gets called by names. And let me tell you something as well, what I noticed. There have been someone online on YouTube talking about like Islam being preached onto Christian boys. Like these young boys have been preached Islam at a young age. And I'll tell you this, by the way. The United Kingdom is a Christian country. It doesn't need to preach Islam on these boys. It doesn't. Islam should not belong on those Christian boys' lives. Okay? It doesn't. And whoever pushes Islam on those boys out there, on those young boys, pushing Islam at those children, they should be ashamed of themselves. Very much. Because it's not okay and it's disgusting. Okay? Keir Starmer needs to go. Islam should not be preached onto young boys. Okay? And so do the illegal immigrants who need to go back to their country. Okay? When you worked, studied, and do your job, you earn the fruit of the labor. That's how it is. When you work really hard, you earn the fruits of the labor. But at the end of the day, the way it is, when you come to this country illegally, you get the free things. And that's unfair, by the way. So, at the end of the day, Keir Starmer has caused enough damage. Keir Starmer has not fulfilled his promise, allowing illegal immigrants to the country, has implemented a useless thing that people hated so much, has deemed the English flag as names that is very stupid and it's just very pointless and has ruined many people's lives out there. The UK I know right now is a different state right now. I don't recognize my country anymore because of this guy here, okay? So he needs to leave, okay? I voted for this man to fix Rishi Sunak's problems. He failed, okay? Keir Starmer, if you listen to this message, you failed me. You failed many people out there, okay? You failed to be there for your people. You failed to be there for those who needed you. You allowed illegal immigrants to come to the country, and you allowed those out there who come to the country illegally. This is the kind of thing we didn't ask for. We never asked for illegal immigrants to come to the country. We asked you to fix the problems that was happening in the UK, but instead, you give us more problems. You ruined many people's lives out there, and you haven't been there for those who needed you. So you need to go. You need to leave the office. I don't care if you want to stay. People want you to leave, okay? And you fear for your family as well. We fear for our family also as well, okay? We fear for our own family because of your actions. Your actions of what you've done to this country. We fear our own family's safety. And you fear for your own family's safety after what you've done? You're a joke. You're an absolute joke, you are, Keir Starmer. You're an absolute joke. You are the worst prime minister in human history. People hate you because you never been there for your own people, including me. When I voted for you to fix the problems that you were assigned to do, you haven't done it. So you need to go. You need to leave. You need to get out of the office, and you need to never come back here ever again. You've done enough damage. You've done enough problems in this country, and I don't even feel safe in this country because of you people. What you've done. You allowed illegal immigrants to come to the country. You arrested your own people. You deemed your own country flag that you were born in as names that makes no sense. So you need to leave. Okay? You need to go. You need to leave. You need to get out of this country and never come back here ever again. Okay? I mean, get out of the office and go away. Because you've done enough damage. Many people out there in the comment section don't even like you because of what you've done. Okay? And so do the illegal immigrants And so do Islam. That doesn't need to be belong inside school itself. Islam does not belong in schools. Okay? Islam should not belong in a Christian school. It shouldn't belong in England. It needs to be away from those Christian boys. Because they got their own future ahead of them. And whoever been preaching Islam on those boys, they should be ashamed of themselves. Whoever preached Islam on those boys, you should be ashamed of yourself. I'm a Muslim, by the way. But do I want to preach Islam on those boys? No. Because there are standards. And those standards are there. Is that when you have Christians out there who doesn't want to be preach Islam, that's the kind of thing. Understand the families, understand the parents who wants the best for your kids. But instead we have these schools out there who are preaching Islam. It's just disgusting. So please understand what you're doing is wrong, okay? And be there for your own people. Because I am not happy with the way the UK is right now because of you. Okay, Keir? You failed this country. The digital ID will not solve any of the problem that you caused. So you need to get out of the office right now.